Hey guys, welcome to another J. Adamson 1 film, and we're going back to Battle Spot. A couple episodes ago in VGC Academy, you probably saw we went to the Battle Spot and got our butts handed to us on a silver platter at the last second. It was a good match, but of course getting hammered down at the last second is not my favorite thing to do. So we are connecting to the internet right now. This usually takes a good 10 to 15, maybe even 30 seconds. The last time we did one of these Battle Spot films, we ended up on the back end of the battle getting beaten by Sylveon, which somehow managed to Shadow Ball, but should have expected that. A little bit of a correction last time. It was a bad move of me to put Aegislash in there because I noticed that it was really just a bad idea because I didn't know that Aegislash would be weak to a Fairy type move, or to a Fairy type. Until I watched some film from my previous battles. I actually caught it during a thing I was doing while I was doing the update video. That film I was watching with the second battle that was in there, because I did take up the first battle. Alright, so we're gonna challenge it. I'm gonna pump up the volume on my DS here. Change the music. 0-6 right now online. This is not good. But we've had some pretty tight battles the last couple of times. Alright, here we go. What appears to be a woman from New York. Alright, so we've got Landorus, Bisharp, Lopunny, Sylveon, Abomasnow, and Jellicent. So I already know that up top, it's gonna be Talonflame and Thundurus. Because I'm kind of expecting that Jellicent Abomasnow combination down there. Then again, I would not know what to do for the Landorus. I'll probably throw Greninja into the mix as well, so I can handle that Landorus, because I'm really expecting it this time. And then finally Kangaskhan. Alright, so that'll be our setup. Hopefully the lead choice is correct. Talonflame and Thundurus, please come into their own in this battle. I really need this. Alright. So we are appearing to face a female. Lead choice is incorrect again. This is two side disadvantages. I'm gonna have to decide here. I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. Breathe, no. I'll go for the Fire Blast and Landorus. I'm going to hit that Focus Blast early on Lopunny. Hopefully get some serious damage in. Lopunny's Mega Evolved, so I guess that's going to be a tough one right there. And he gets the start. And he goes for Talonflame. Predictable, but not really the greatest move. Because now I can hit it with... Missed the Focus Blast, but it is going to land Rock Slide on Thundurus, dealing a whole ton of damage. I'm going to try this setup again. We're going to go Fire Blast and Focus Blast. That was kind of unfortunate that it missed. That would have been a really heavy hit had it landed flush. Alright, so we're setting up here. We're drawing the Lopunny. Abomasnow. That would be really handy. It's got snow warning, so I'm going to start taking some hail damage. That's not really good for me. We're going to land the Fire Blast. Not a lot of damage whatsoever. Let's see how well the Focus Blast handles. And almost a one-hit KO. Not good enough. Double type disadvantage on Talonflame, and we'll get the KO on Talonflame and Thundurus at the same time. Oh, that's rough. That's rough to watch. That's rough to watch right there. Alright, well now I'm in a rocky spot, basically. I'm not trying to put humor into Landorus. I'm going to have to go with Greninja and Kangaskhan really quickly into the match. I don't like doing this at all, but I can do some heavy damage here. I can land Hydro Pump and Mega Evolve, and then Power Up Punch on Abomasnow. because those ice types can take some heat when it comes to those fighting type moves. Now, if I'm lucky, either Greninja or Kangaskhan will move first. Kangaskhan has a really high speed for what it is. So, let's see our luck. Greninja lands first. I need the Hydro Pump to really come into play. Not a lot of damage, but almost getting the KO. We should get the KO here on Abominous Snow. And we do. Kangaskhan's attack stat is risen. Opening the door for a big move here. Landorus is going for the Earthquake. Neither of them being super effective. Kangaskhan taking minuscule damage. Thank goodness, but it is still going to drop into the yellows because of the move there. So we're going to have to hope here that this part goes well, whatever he's bringing out now. Lopunny's going back onto the field. Alright, we're going to have to go for that Hydro Pump again. And I'm going to go for the Power Punch yet again on Lopunny this time. It's going to have to be all speed based right now. This is really in a tight spot because I've got two Pokemon that are halfway dead. And then I've got one that's close to KOing and one that's full health. So this is not a good spot. We're drawing Landorus. What's he got left? Jellicent. This is what I brought Thundurus for. He's going to go for the Drain Punch on Kangaskhan. And it will get the KO, unfortunately. That may have just ended the battle. Because now I'm going to have to fight on a two-front war. Lopunny taking damage. Greninja is going to probably drop to the reds here soon. And Jellicent as well taking some heats. So, I'm going to have to go for the Toxic on one of these two. Waste a turn here. But at the same time, I don't want to take that risk there with Lopunny out in the field to play. So I'm trying to think here, what could we do better damage? Because I'm running here Smackdown, Extra Sensory, Hydro Pump, and Toxic. I need some work here. So let's go. I'm going to hope that the Extra Sensory does some heat. And of course, somehow manages to land first and finishes off Greninja. So that is loss number 2 on these online battles. It's kind of sad. I mean, that we started off really well. That was a really hot start, but something happened in there. Well, the lead choice was bad, but it was a hot start for them at least. They got a double KO almost immediately. So yeah, not doing so hot right now on the online battle. We're going to go for round 2. Hopefully have enough time. And go for my party team, of course. I've been thinking of swapping in one of them for a Spiritomb, but that wouldn't really be ethical, knowing I've already got a Ghost type on standard right now. Got a Ghost type with Mega Slash. So we saw there Talonflame and Thundurus taking the one-hit KO quite quickly on the front runner. And left it all down to Kangaskhan and the Greninja, and that Lopunny just came into play. That was kind of unfortunate there, but let's see what we got this time around. We got a British man with a much higher rating than I do. This is going to be really embarrassing. All right, let's see what we got. Charizard definitely might lead with Greninja there. That will, if I can guess correctly, that Charizard will come in and I could do some heavy damage. And I'm also expecting the Gyarados to come in, so I'm going to bring in Thundurus as well. Now, for the Klefki, I don't know what I'm going to do there, because that is going to be definitely Talonflame country right there. The only other thing I can worry about is that Aggron, which I would bring Kangaskhan for. Alright, so we're all set. Hopefully this could be a big upset right here, because this guy is sitting almost at neutral zone area, where he's at 500, but I'm way below 0.500. And I get my prediction sort of right. I expected the Gyarados to come in, but Greninja will do for the Aggron, because I can deal some massive damage with against Aggron. Of course, Intimidate, coming into its own early, gonna lower our attack stats a little bit. Not really that bad of a thing. I'm going to go for the Hydro Pump, as well as the Thunder. Now, if everything lands flush, it will be a massive damage on the Gyarados. It'll be a ×4 super effective move, because Gyarados is weak to both water, is weak to electric on both of its typings, which strangely is water and flying, but strangely still can't land flying. Alright, so Aggron is Mega Evolving early. That is going to beef up its defense. Now that is going to be a problem. Alright, so we're going to land first with Hydro Pump. Not a lot of damage. Oh, maybe steered wrong. Gyarados is going to go for the Stone Edge on Thundurus. And does quite a lot of damage with a Focus Sash helping me out there. Oh my gosh, that was close. But now that Gyarados is about to take some massive damage. And the one-hit KO early on Gyarados. Very quick, very precise. Aggron going to go for the Thunder Punch on the Greninja, also dealing a massive amount of damage, but cannot get the KO. Now we're starting off hot. We got a one-hit KO and a half-dead Pokemon. We're on a roll. Alright, what's next? Superior. Now, if I had a flying type move on Thundurus right now, that could be really helpful. But unfortunately for me, I do not. So, I'm gonna go for the Focus Blast here. I do have Crunch at my disposal, but it wouldn't be really ethical. Don't think it would do a lot of help. Superior landing flush. Goes for the Thundurus, surprisingly. I kind of expected to go for the type disadvantage on Greninja, but manages to get the KO. This should finish off the Aggron. And it does. We get the KO on Aggron. Very hot start here. And I still got Talonflame at my disposal. Oh, Klefki as well. Now this is really good for me, because I can land some serious hits on these guys here. I'm going to go for the Extra Sensory, as well as the Brave Bird here, because I can get some serious speed priority up with Talonflame here and do some heavy damage. Klefki's in a bad spot now, Klefki out there. Was managing to get the Thunder Wave off and hits it on Talonflame. That could really do some heavy work here. And manages to get the Leaf Storm off and finish off Greninja. I am proud though, Greninja held on so well. Now it's going to be all up to Talonflame, who is paralyzed and cannot move this turn. Alright, so that's not a good spot there. But I can still manage to pull off this with Kangaskhan and his Power Up Punch move. Hoping I can pull this off. I know it's getting a little shaky in here. Alrighty. We're going to go for it again. You know what? I'm going to go for the Fire Blast. I may do some more damage with that. Kangaskhan getting the baby out of the pouch. Let's go. We need this clutch win here. And Superior landing first. Gonna go for that Leaf Storm once again with a massive one-hit KO. That's gonna put me in a really sharp spot there. Now, because now I'm gonna need a major hit from both Talonflame and from Talonflame on both of them. And massive damage taken from the Giga Impact, and Talonflame still suffering from paralysis there. That is not really good for me. I really need a hit out of this right now, because I'm in some deep trouble. Superior's not going to do a lot of damage, and that's a double non-type effect. But still gets the KO somehow. That was kind of unfortunate there. Another come from behind loss for us. Started off very hot. That was just a strange loss there. I don't know how he pulled that off. Still proud of the team though. I'm not going to do any changes right now. That was really close. That could have been a big win if Kangaskhan had not suffered that loss. Alright, so that'll be it for this episode of VGC Academy. Thank you guys for watching so much. Like and subscribe for more J Adams 1 action. See you guys soon. Goodbye.